And today I'm going to share a few things which I think are quite simple, quite basic, and yet powerful. Don't be fooled by the simplicity of these concepts that I'm going to discuss with you, because today I'm going to discuss with you a few concepts, few ideas, few distinctions, few philosophies that would make a tremendous shift in the way you think and the results that you produce. If at all you want to master your destiny, you've got to master your moods. The moment you learn how to master your moods, the moment, the day you dictate your moods, you become a winner. When your moods start dictating you, you're bound to be a loser. You and I both know that most of us die at the age of 25 and choose to get buried at the age of 70. How many of you know that you can do more, be more, and have more? How many of you believe that you still have the potential in you, and you can really expand to a level that you can achieve unlimited success? How many of you believe that? Yes? Say aye. Aye. Now what does that mean? That means to say you haven't achieved it yet. You haven't achieved it yet. Somewhere deep inside you know it. Then what is that which is stopping you from doing it? That's what we're going to look at. Whenever we have problems in life, we always need to understand that every problem that we have would have a very simple solution. If the solution is not simple, then it is not a solution. However, I want you to also understand that these tools and these ideas would sound very, very simple. And let me assure you that they are very powerful. Because, you see, whenever we have problems in life, we always need to understand that every problem that we have would have a very simple solution. If the solution is not simple, then it is not a solution. That is what it is also called as the Occam's razor principle. What it says is, any big problem that you have will always have a very small and a simple solution to it. We need to understand that. And sometimes the solutions are so simple that we tend to miss them out. Or maybe we don't believe. And here I would like to start off with a simple question. What is parenting? Parenting is all about the parent. It's not got to do with the child. Parenting is all about the parent. Now if you look at the word there, it's parenting. Parenting. Parent. Now it is not childing. It is not daughtering, sonning, no. It is parenting. It is talking about you. And it is ing. What does that say to you? It is a continuous process. Yes or yes? It's a continuous process. So it's not that I will parent, or I will be a good parent only when my mood is right. Or when my mood is off, I'm not going to be a good parent. No. Parenting is a continuous process, 24/7. As long as you live, as long as you're breathing, and as long as you're a parent, parenting needs to happen. It's a continuous process. Not many of us realize this. What most of us do is, we act according, we let our moods dictate us. If our mood is good, we treat our children in a certain way. When our mood is bad, we treat them in a different way. When your mood is absolutely super, let's say what happens when you get a promotion? You come home all excited, or maybe you get a raise, or maybe you clinch a business deal worth crores of rupees that makes you extremely happy, turbocharged. Or maybe your husband promises you to take you to Fiji Islands this year. You're feeling good about it. He's in fact, booked the tickets, because a few ladies here are like, yeah, my husband he keeps promising me that, but he's never taken me. But now the tickets are booked. So what happens is, when your mood is good and your child comes to you, and let's say this time your child has scored less in math or some subject, how do you respond? Your response is always dependent on the mood that you are in. For most of us, maybe we choose to behave very nicely. We would be curt, maybe. We would say things like, oh, you've scored less again? See, beta, I want you to understand something. I want you to be focused, beta. Okay, so forget what happened now. Would you practice, and would you make it up next time? Would you promise me that? Yes, Mama. Okay, next time, sure, beta. Give me a hug. Oh, go home. Go to your room. That's because you're in a good mood. Now what happens After, let's say after a couple of months, you lost that job, or maybe you lost that business deal, okay? And maybe your husband did not keep his promise again. He cancelled the tickets. You're in a very bad mood, and your son comes home. And this time he scored a little better, but then not up to your expectations. This time he's passed, he's just passed. Maybe he just scored 40 marks out of 100. How would you respond this time? Think about it for a moment. Would your response change? Your reaction change? Why is that? That's because we let our moods dictate us. We don't dictate our moods. So and then we very proudly say that, I am a good parent. I'm really good. I'm really focused. I want my child, to have everything. And at the same time, see, saying something and doing something very different are two different things. When you say something that you are a good parent, how? Based on what? Based on what? Simply because deep inside somewhere we feel that, we love our children. That is why, the love that we have towards our children mustn't give us the authority to say that we are good parents. The behavior that we choose to have towards our children should give us the authority to say that we are good parents, not the emotion called love. 80% of achievement is mind, the mindset, the psychology. 20% are the skills and systems that you use. So, when it is 80%, how much time have we spent learning about how the mind functions in our schools and colleges? The fact is that the education system gives us something called as job security. When you have your degrees and all that, it's like a visa. You get to work for a company. But then most of us confuse education with well-being. The current education system with well-being, these are two different things. These are two different things, and that is what you and I need to understand. Simply because we have got degrees, simply because we are well qualified, that does not give us, that does not qualify us for having beautiful and meaningful relationships. That does not qualify us for achieving well-being in life. For that, we need to look at different options today. Because education, the literal meaning of education is to draw out. That is what it is. Educare, E-D-U-C-E-R-E. Maybe Latin or some language. But then the literal meaning of education is to draw out. To draw out the potential that already exists within us. That is what it is. And you and I both know that it's not happening. You and I both know that most of us die at the age of 25 and choose to get buried at the age of 70. Think about it for a moment. Most of us do that. Most of us are living lives of quiet desperation. Most of us know that we can be, do and have more, but then somewhere down the lane we lost hope. We lost hope. Maybe we earned a lot of money, but then we weren't able to do justice to our relationships. Maybe we took care of our relationships, but then we did not have enough money.